Your resident a-holes, Opie and Anthony. I got a request. We love Pal Talk. It's all over the place. We were the first to do the Pal Talk thing. Now it's like taking over radio, taking over the world. Just a request, and I hate to do this, but please don't show your asses, girls, when Anthony's ready to do a live read. Thank you.
Holy mother
That would
of
really
God.
help me, Opie, run a tight ship here.
That destroyed me.
During the commercial break, it was Anthony's kind of turn. I mean, not that we're that organized, but I figured Anthony was going to do the George Carlin read because I'm trying to shove like food down my throat because we got to try to eat breakfast in between the hilarity. And all of a sudden, I look at Anthony, I'm like, oh my God, there's just dead air because you're staring at a fine ass. I mean, the ass is beautiful, don't get me wrong. But the timing was awful. Awful.
The camera's in front of me, or the monitors are in front of me, and then all of a sudden there's an ass on it, and I was looking at the copy, but words weren't coming out of my mouth.
No,
so what happened?
That's what was going on here in New York, if you're wondering. The dead air was Anthony just staring at an ass when he was supposed to be, I don't know, doing his job.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I did see it. That's why I know. That's why I know what was going on. There are times during the show I look over and Ant's not even paying attention. I'm like, all right, who's showing their ass now? Who's showing their ass now? It's about time we bring this to everyone's attention.
Let me tell you something. There is a lot of text going by that I'm reading from Steve from Bayshore, Pat from Moonaki.
All right.
There's a lot of funny things. This is my version of instant feedback.
Well,
there just happens to be girls that do show their asses.
Then read the instant feedback.
I do.
Because the visual part of the Pal Talk is really...
I do.
Interrupting the flow.
See, look at this. Text Ant, where?
Mm-hmm.
Could I see that?
Exactly. We'll be in the middle of something like, oh boy, who's showing their ass now? And he's single on top of it. This is an ugly
It's just
combination right now.
They're, all
right.
Right there.
I know they're right there.
Pal Talk.
Look, I take my peeks when I can.
When E-Rock allows you.
I'm not going to say I'm not partaking, but I wait for some boring commercial that's playing, and then I go, okay, I could take a moment to look at the hotness.
That's what Anthony was doing. It just happened to be a commercial you guys were reading live.
Yeah, I was doing it during the commercials.
Not funny.
Not funny.
They look at asses. It's not funny.
Not funny.
Time to slap a little boy around who has no idea that they're looking for someone else to replace him. I hope he has that talk with management. I hope management at least will be honest with him. Jimmy's going to be, Stop showing your ass! We got 10 minutes left in the show!
Do you realize I'm standing up at the console, pressing myself into I'm humping the console. I'll be 40 in July.
That ass is going to be the downfall of the Opie and Anthony show. I got to bring it to everyone's attention.
Oh,
so
Jesus Christ.
What is this douche in Cleveland doing?
Yeah, here we go. So Jimmy's going to be in Cleveland, Friday night for 2 sold-out shows. Everyone is begging for tickets. You're going to be doing afternoons with, what's his name, Dominic?
Dominic Nardella. Yeah, he's been really good.
Well, his radio name is Nard.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a really good guy. He's very excited that we're doing mornings now for the station. And Jimmy's going to be on Nard's show Friday afternoon. Yeah. Friday afternoon. So Cleveland, keep that in mind. But here's little boy Maxwell. The midget with the beer belly.
What's his name?
Talking S on his radio show.
I believe it's Benjamin Bornstein, unless there's another rock star named Maxwell from somewhere.
Right.
But I think that he was in Florida and Bubba, under Bubba's tutelage or something.
Tutelage.
Awful history.
Under his fatilage.
Well, luckily you have a whole nother name you use outside of the radio program.
See, they had to acknowledge that.
They had to bring it up. Like, we just bring this up anyway.
They had to acknowledge that... we found out his real name.
So why is it a secret? Who cares? It's like, why don't you just use your name, dude?
Benjamin Bornstein.
Well, luckily you have a whole nother name you use outside of the radio program. So you could still deny that.
Let's not let anyone know what that is, right, Opie and Anthony?
Since you've already done that.
Or let's talk about it to the whole country about a couple douche in Cleveland that kicked your ass so bad you had to move to a different part of the day.
Wow. That's okay.
That's a page from Rocco's book.
That's funny.
All right.
Oh, my God. That's so pathetic.
All right, first of all.
Is he annoyed that his name got out there?
Yeah. Oh, dude,
First of all,
he is so annoyed that his name is out there.
Are you telling me that Benjamin Bornstein didn't tell his listeners?
No.
I don't believe it. He couldn't be that big of a hack that he wouldn't tell his listeners that was his name.
You know what? I can't even play this audio because this isn't even a fair fight. The guy, first of all, if you look up the ratings for yourself, we beat him in Afternoon Drive.
Yeah.
And that was with a tape show.
Tape delayed.
Which is embarrassing for everybody involved. And now he's trying to tell his listeners that he kicked our ass so bad, kicked our asses so bad that we had to move to a way better time slot.
The morning drive, which is that's where you want to be in radio.
Everyone knows that. Like,
oof.
Every radio guy in America wants to do mornings. They don't want to wake up to do mornings.
Yeah, what do you think? We like getting up early and doing it. You do this day part because it's the place to be.
It's the place to be.
This is the place to be.
You get more money as a radio show. The advertisers pay way more money to have their product promoted on that show.
Mm-hmm.
He did not just say that he kicked our ass so bad we had to move day parts.
The day, pussies.
I'm starting to feel a little better.
With your big, high-powered radio show. Hey, look, I got news for you. Guess what? It's not a virus. It's a radio show, right?
Yeah. Get the virus all.
The virus is spreading everywhere.
Who talks like that?
Who talks like
Who
that?
talks like the virus? Who's got the fake radio voice?
Maxwell.
You phony.
I'm going to call him by his radio name. Maxwell, I'm very flattered that you know everything about our radio show.
Yeah.
Because I swear I don't know what you do. We played a couple of hack bits when we were talking about you, I don't know, about a month or two ago, but I don't know what you call your show. I don't know any of the people on your show by name. I don't. I don't know anything about them.
The only thing I know is whenever we play anything,
which is
here to goof on him with.
Which, by the way, we don't even like listen to your show so we could goof on you. We actually have people, because we're such a huge, massive radio show, a huge force in this business. We got people working for the show. We don't even know their names. And we're like, could you just listen to that crap show and get the audio of.
We'll see when he starts whining that we let his name out.
Yeah, this
phony. His name got out, and he's trying to make it seem like he thinks it's no big deal.
I don't know why he would think it would be. It's like, if your name is Benjamin Bornstein, be the rock star you want to be with your name.
Yeah.
That's who you are. Use your real name, your real voice. Is that crazy to want someone to do that?
Oh, it's spreading. It's a viral infection. It's so stupid. The virus. You mean the show? The show. The show you do. Oh, no. The virus. Right. Idiots.
Someone's getting bothered.
Oh, is he bothered? That's hysterical.
216-578-1007. Just make sure you don't curse if you call that show, because that will hurt.
I gotta help him out too. Like, you're playing right into my hands. I completely enjoy this, that we have annoyed you. You're only gonna get laughs from me.
Of course.
We got you so annoyed. Yeah, you know what? Calling it the virus, I have no problem with that. I think that's kind of a cool thing, because it is very viral, and you turn other people onto it, and it takes on a life of its own. What can I tell you?
It's a show. Stop. Be literal.
Yeah.
Not funny.
Exactly.
And shut up. You are a douche.
Have you seen their stupid website? Have you ever actually seen it?
I've been on there.
Do we have a stupid website?
Wait, who's the hole?
Yeah.
Who's the hole?
Who's the hole they forced upon you?
Who's the
Oh, that says it right there. Shut up. You didn't want a bitch on your radio show, did you? Did you, Benjamin?
Maybe
you didn't want the hole, did you?
No radio guy wants a hole. But
it never.
But management forces a lot of these shows that don't have a say in their actual show to make them hire a hole.
And you got to suck up to your PD because you're a pussy.
You need to balance everything out, so you got to get the hole's point of view.
Can't make a decision for your own show. You have to have people build your show for you, and they said put a hole in there, and that's what you did.
Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Yes, boss.
And here she is chiming in with nonsense.
As he's listening to demo tapes in his office, and you have no idea.
Yeah, listening to demo tapes of people that are going to be replacing you.
Maxwell, men are talking. Shut her up.
Yeah.
Just tell her, look, men are talking.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to have happen when you're trying to be a tough guy and take on another show, is have your bitch chime in.
Yeah.
I've been on there.
It's, I looked at it, on Friday, because I guess they were talking about us on Friday. So I looked at it.
Oh, that was the only time you went there? You're not there every day?
The redheaded one, that's Opie, right?
That's Opie, yeah.
He's got to have this, like, crazy kind of look like, huh?
Good description on the radio.
What is
Austin
that?
Powers, Spy Who Shagged Me kind of look. And then there's the one guy that looks like...
What is he even talking about? The pictures?
He's attempting to do...
I don't even know what he looks like. He had a guy with the mustache. That's Anthony, right?
Anthony.
He looks like the only normal one. And then Norton's got to be making a stupid, silly, ridiculous...
Smells bad
face. Crazy face, because he's the crazy guy. So he's going, like that. It's so ridiculous. I want to punch them all in the face.
Be a really fat pig.
Oh, there it
punches
is.
to the face.
I would
There it
punch
is.
you, but I'd hit your sleep apnea machine. Stupid. And the beauty of this guy,
How is he going to reach up to punches in the face?
he's criticizing.
Midget with a effing beer belly. Yes, Jimmy.
He's criticizing a photo that they used of me on the website because I have a strange face.
Yeah.
Is that the best you have? I'm talking about the content of your show. Like, I'm telling you that as a performer, Benjamin, you suck. You're not a funny... You want to talk about a photo of me? Talk about the content of your show, dude.
Hey, who's the teacher in South Park?
Garrison.
Okay. He looks like... What?
Oh, Mr. Mackey.
Yeah, he looks like Mr. Mackey, and he's going to talk about what we look like.
And meanwhile...
He does, right? Thank you.
You go to his website, and isn't his head superimposed on a basketball player?
Yeah.
Oh, you cornball.
He has online interactive games that he inserts his face into.
Does he? Ew!
Oh, stop it. And he's a rebel too because he has a Starbucks logo and he has the line through it like I don't do Starbucks.
Oh, wow.
Look, wow.
You're a madman.
Whoa.
You're crazy.
What's
Their big show highlight is the Indiana Jones trailer.
wow.
All right.
That's nice.
We don't drink Starbucks. We don't do it. We don't
Punch
like
them all in the face. He's going to be holding his microphone. Oh, sour milk. So stupid.
So are you going to try to punch me in the face? That's all I need to know. Because I will book a flight tomorrow if that's a guarantee. Are you going to punch me in the face?
It's just silly.
Yeah. And then they went on and gave out, like, my real name.
Right. And so...
Like, that's such a big coup. Like, wow. Hey, Chunk, Snoop Dogg's real name is Calvin Brodus. You hate him now, right? Huh?
Isn't he a scumbag?
Kid Rock's real name is what? Bob, is it Richie?
Oh, this
you
bothered
hate
him. Okay, look.
Grover's real name is Shane French. You hate him now, right? Huh? It's so stupid.
He is so bothered. And how bothered is he by this?
Because
He is so pissed.
he knows his name.
Snoop's real name is... You're comparing yourself with Snoop.
He had to look up other people's names and say them because he was so angry.
And we know Snoop's name because it's been set up. Snoop is not pretending to be what he's not. Snoop's a gangster.
Yeah.
You are a little fat man named Benjamin Borstein who's trying to be a rock star.
That looks like Mr. Mackey.
You look like Mr. Mackey. You're not a rock star.
Okay.
That is sad.
Oh, everyone's
That is
giving out.
just sad.
It's like, dude, you're not trying to give out your real name. It was given out. And I don't think it's a big coup, actually. I don't think it's a big deal to give out your real name, and it shouldn't be. If you're a real performer, you should give out your real name.
He's embarrassed by his name. It's very obvious.
Why? Benjamin Borstein's a rock star name.
I hate Opie, my name, and I've said it for many, many years, but I'm stuck with it, Acknowledge you hate your name, and that's why you changed it. But this is a...
He wants something that he thinks sounds cool.
What's the last name he uses? Maxwell something? Oh, it's so...
Smart?
No, it's something... It's going to make your scalp tingle when you hear it. It's so awful.
All right.
I want to punch him all in the face. Do you, Benjamin? Does Benjamin want to hit me or does Maxwell? Which one of you guys? Is it the soft-spoken one at home that does the baby diapers, or is it the tough guy that shows up to work?
We're going to go a little late, so I hope some of the stations stay with us.
I just hope Cleveland stays with us.
Yeah, stay with us, Cleveland. Jeez, yeah, please. Because this is too good. Here's the next clip.
The stuff that's not true that people say, I could care less about. Talk about all you want. You know what I mean? But when we're going to be called out for being liars and like putting on this facade like we know everything there is to know about them, the only thing I know about them is Sex for Sam and Norton. That's it. That's
Good boy.
The only two things about the show I know.
Good boy.
The whole
Good
wow thing,
boy.
which for the longest time in Cleveland stood for "We're out of work." But
40 share.
We had
We're
it.
out of work. Hold on a minute. That is a W and O and a W.
Wow,
That's
stood for
funny.
we're out of work.
It's funny.
Well, we were out of work, but we got paid
Yes.
the entire time.
You did?
We became even bigger because we were out of work. We became national superstars,
Can you look at the picture?
international superstars. But yeah, I guess you're right.
Look at the picture on his. Look at the picture on his site. His head is imposed. There's a smiling face with his awful glasses. And there's a picture of his head on a Cavaliers player. And you're complaining about my photo, you silly goose with a fake name.
Is it LeBron? Is he put his head on LeBron James's body?
God.
Because that's the type of body you wish you had, right?
Yeah. What are you doing, Benjamin?
Yeah, really. Stop it.
Benny Bornstein, what are you doing?
You're not going to win this battle. And actually, we're very happy because we need people to know that we're on in mornings in Cleveland. So you're really doing us a huge favor. Thank you.
What's the matter, Rockstar?
work. But, in which will happen again here.
Oh, absolutely. Rest assured, you'll lose Cleveland. You'll lose it. You'll lose it.
So, I mean,
but you won't talk about it because that's what you guys do. We're the greatest
Really?
in the world. Shh.
It's
a virus.
We actually talk about every market we lose.
We talk about every negative thing more than we should, you silly
We
boy.
talk more negative than positive, I think.
yeah, it's like this virus. It's almost like
A puddle of
AIDS. It's a virus like that.
How about this?
Like you get infected and you slip
A puddle of Benjamin Bornstein. Let's change it to that. How about that? I'd rather have a puddle of AIDS than a pile of fat fraud. Benjamin Bornstein, rock star. And the guy goes, there's a name that you use outside this radio show. You mean the one on your birth certificate? No, you created a name. Look on there. It's Maxwell something, and it's gonna make you physically embarrassed for him.
A puddle of Benjamin tears because his radio career never took off.
He's so sad.
And let me tell you
Yeah.
something. Let's say, God forbid, we lose Cleveland. Well, then we're still on about 15 other stations and all
Yeah.
over XM. So
What are you doing?
We don't want to
what are
lose
you
Cleveland.
doing?
I love
Everybody in radio wants to be heard by more people. You're still being heard by one city and just a small part of one city. That's terrific.
that. Like you get infected and you slip in a bucket of AIDS.
Phony
And then they soak you with Monster Rain.
He knows that.
Our Boarfest on HBO.
Attaboy.
I'll give you the one.
I mean, how embarrassed must he be?
I gotta give you, dude, Norton, I'll give you the one grape Kool-Aid joke with black people was funny. But you must have pulled that from the relapse from 3 months ago from this radio show, because you lifted it. It's all good, dude.
Hold on, can you pause that
Other
for 1
than
second? Just to let silly...
That's why I hate radio, by the way. I really do. I'm not kidding. I can't wait for someone to take me away from this whole thing because douches like this that will just openly lie about crap and there's no accountability.
If there's a grape Kool-Aid joke that I did in Monster Rain, I hate to tell you this, that was taped in June in D.C. So 3 months ago... I didn't know you existed when I taped that show, and you know that. So at least you just tell the truth. That's all I'm asking you to do. I'm being very honest. You watched Monster Rain like a good fanboy. If you didn't like it, why watch it?
Yeah.
Don't be stupid. Don't torture yourself. If people think I suck, they don't watch me. Good. Don't.
Yeah.
But you watched it, fanboy. And you sat there and you told Benjamin Bornstein what he needed to know.
And Jimmy's going to show all of Cleveland how much he actually sucks at his 2 sold-out shows this Friday night.
Yeah, it's a new
Not
hour.
funny.
Not funny.
And I guess this Benjamin's got a ticket at the door waiting for him, right?
It's just that would be just of course if he wants to come he wouldn't come, and neither would stupid Stansfield or Stansbury. Why is he lying and pretending he doesn't know who Opie? Dude, just be you lie about your name, you lie about your persona, but at least be honest about the information you have.
Yeah.
You know who Anthony Cumia is. You know who Opie is. You don't pretend you don't.
You even know my real name.
Yeah.
It's been printed so much.
It's not Opie?
No.
Holy
Stop
Jesus.
hiding. What is it?
What are you hiding behind?
It's Greg Hughes, okay? You got me. It's really Greg Hughes.
Maxwell. How long did he sit there trying to think that one up, you think?
Calvin
Just
Lotus.
trying to think, what do I do? Maxwell sounds cool.
And you know this
Doesn't sound like a fat loser.
this Benjamin guy's got to get in line, man. There's a ton of people that are waiting to punch me in the face. I mean, I'm still waiting for Bubba's punch to the face, and Scott Farrell's punched to the face.
All three of us. Who wants to punch?
Yeah.
From the relapse from 3 months ago from this radio show, because you lifted it. It's all good, dude. But other than that, dude, that was pretty bad.
It's so funny.
But you watched it. I appreciate you watching. Do you know how far into the set the Kool-Aid, because I was doing the racial stuff in, that wasn't 5 minutes in.
Right.
It's like, what are you doing? Why would you waste an hour of your life watching a comic you don't like? I don't get it.
You watched it.
Let's go to Chris on Long Island. Chris, what's up? Okay, thank you.
And while he might be able to go, actually, I'm sure he could go out on a stage and kick your ass pound for pound on the stage.
I will concede that.
On the radio, he sucks.
I got to tell you, dude. I mean,
Ratto is funnier than Jim Norton on the radio.
Dude, those people.
But why aren't these guys like discovered and doing?
They should be all over the place. You should be syndicated.
Radio.
You should be syndicated. You should be your agent should be negotiating big deals for you all over the country. Why aren't you?
Can I tell you something? That this radio business, there's not a lot of talent.
Yeah.
They're desperate. They're desperate to find like new talent that could be heard in a lot of markets.
So what happened there?
All you would have to do, what you're saying is true. All you have to do is send a tape to a corporate office somewhere, and you'd be all over America. They're dying for funny, creative, entertaining, people to do radio.
Absolutely.
They just can't find them. They just can't find him anywhere.
On the radio.
Dude, those of you listening right now that listen to us religiously know, dude, I'm not the kind of guy that likes to pat myself on the back. But, dude,
You're
when it
too
comes
fat to
this,
reach.
Pound for pound, that dude, please, you can bring him on all day. I can tell women to have abortions at Walmart, too, idiot.
You might as well. You'll
And
be
then
working there sooner or later when the show gets canceled.
That's what you struggle with a little bit. But
Silly goose. Stop paying so much attention to what I say and say something funny yourself. Stop reacting.
Stand-up, dude, I'll give him that, man. He's been doing it forever, and yeah, he probably is leaps and bounds.
Which, Norton, if you...
But you just said how much he sucked!
Wait, you just said that you stand up, you give it to me, but...
Wait a minute.
See, that's what happens, kid. You're lying. Tell the truth.
Wait, you just said how bad his HBO special was.
But now that sucked,
now-
but now pound
What?
for pound, you think I'm funny. Stop. Stop with the pound for pound thing. We're not boxers. Stop trying to make it this more mano to mano than it is. You're with a fat boy who uses a fake name. That's the end of it.
Little boys with a radio show.
leaps and bounds.
Which, Norton, if you actually, with all due respect, if you were a top-notch comic, you wouldn't have to do a crappy radio show.
Please,
you wouldn't have to play third chair on a radio.
It's third mic, stupid. Not third chair, you old lady.
Well,
it's third mic.
He knows it's third mic. He just messed up. But how is this a crappy radio show? You do pay attention? We're on a lot of stations, and we're the number one channel on XM.
He knows that.
Play third chair on a radio show if you were that good.
Dude, if I was a touring comic, you think I'd even talk to Maxwell? I wouldn't even do the show when I came into town. If I came into town to do Playhouse, I'd be like, dude, I'm not talking to that idiot.
Because he's a hack. We have a lot of comedians that tour all across the country that can't wait to do our show on a regular basis. Huge names in comedy.
Now, he's right, though. But as a stand-up, because I go out and do weekends, I guess I should not want to be creative for 5 hours a day.
No.
You silly fatso. Don't trash your own profession, dummy. What's the matter with you? God almighty. That's like saying I'm having sex with his wife and my own chick, and he's going, why would you want to have sex with my wife? She's awful. Dude, don't trash your own gig. Radio's a great gig. You love it, and I love it. We happen to have that in common. Don't try to find a way why I shouldn't love it. It's silly. I do love it.
Jimmy's going to have a fun time in Cleveland Friday.
Dude, and I don't talk about the things I've done. It's like, look, I'm in your town. I got 2 sold-out shows. The people are not going to be very big fans of yours. There. So deal with that. Yeah. Deal with that, Benjamin.
Let's say hi to Josh in Cleveland. Good morning, Cleveland. How are you?
Opie and Anthony, the most awesome radio show. Just ask the folks in Auburn, Maine. Market 2A.
And what is that supposed to mean?
We're stoked to be on the air in Market 2A.
Huh?
I don't know. I guess they got us.
What was that?
What was that, Sam? Maybe you could explain for everybody here.
What?
Well,
You mean me?
on Maxwell's show yesterday,
Yeah.
he pointed out that all the markets that you're in, for the most part, are smaller than Cleveland. I didn't account for the fact that if you add them up, that's bigger than Cleveland. But he said they're smaller than Cleveland, and then I brought in some audio that I found because he, in his spontaneity, was able to predict what a promo might sound like in Market 280, where you guys are in.
Oh,
and
wow.
Wow.
Very clever.
That's good.
But we're on in the #1 radio market.
Yeah, see, it's kind of hard to goof on
Maine.
some of the other markets we're in. Yeah, we're in some small markets.
We're in about 20 to 30 of them.
And if you're just in that market...
That would really suck.
That would really suck. But when you're in, market #1 in the country...
Let me see here.
Oh,
just
God, is he grabbing at straws, you fat little man.
This Maxwell douche is a loser. He's on one station, and if you're a radio guy, you want to be on more than one station, and he's making fun of us because he picked out one small market and made a promo out of it?
Yeah.
Here's just some of the stations we're on. We're on in New York City. That's kind of a small market, I guess. I guess he's right there. We're on in Boston. We're on in Cleveland. We're on in Rochester, New York. We're on in San Francisco. We're on in Providence, Rhode Island. We're on in Grand Rapids. We're on in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We're on in Buffalo. We're on in Baton Rouge. We're on in Tucson, Arizona. We're on in Flint, Michigan. I guess he's got us there. We're on
Flint is the big get, by the way.
We're on in Syracuse. And you know what? We don't even list the main station and other like small stations that we're on the main list.
Yeah.
So what are you getting at, dude?
Yeah.
You're on one station. I just named how many? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 stations, and this list is bigger than this that I have in front of me.
We're on where you are on. So, we're on in Cleveland. That's
right.
where you are on and only on.
All right, so what we do is
this guy can't find anything to really...
Right, so we're on in Cleveland. He's on in Cleveland. We're on a better day part than he is, so he even loses the Cleveland battle as far as radio guys go. But let's just make believe it's a wash. Cleveland takes out Cleveland.
Yeah.
We still have all these other markets that you're not in, douchebag.
And then how about you just put the #1 market in the country on there, New York City.
Right. I heard the Pests just destroyed him yesterday, where the phone screener was begging for the Pests to stop. Oh, by the way, when we do these little attacks, you think it's a cute little thing that's going to last a day, maybe 2 days. Wrong!
It goes on and on.
It gets uglier and uglier. You got the Pests that are digging for all sorts of information. Have fun, fat boy.
Because Benjamin Bornstein is he's just a phony. He'll never put any of those callers through. He won't.
All right.
Because he sucks.
He'd sooner walk off his show.
He couldn't have left his show. Did he really leave his show early?
Yeah, he left his show an hour early, I'm hearing. Because he's on some kind of webcam, and all of a sudden, you see him leave the studio, and then it's just a microphone on the webcam when he still has an hour of his show left. And he had this to say about the Pests. Oh, this is just gonna rile him up a little bit more.
And they do a cattle call, apparently, begging their army, the O&A army, and one car shows up. You can actually look at the picture; it's on the website.
Check that out. You'll be thoroughly impressed.
One car. Great big radio show.
Call them and bother them.
Really?
Yeah, taking them.
Email them. Really?
Yeah.
You know how many emails I took today from their listeners? 3.
See, this is Rocco crap.
He's such a liar.
He just lies through his teeth, and there's no accountability, and that's why we have absolutely no respect for you. And the radio business will have no respect for you in the end, you liar.
Dude, you don't know what you just did.
So what? So you're claiming that only you got 3 emails, and your listeners were supposed to believe that? One car showed up where you broadcast. We didn't tell people. We didn't have an all-out attack to where you broadcast yet, you idiot.
The bottom line is this: he's lying, and people know he's lying, and everyone else at the station should be made to know that he's lying.
Yeah.
The phone screener, the bot said, "Please, we are not built to take this volume of calls. Please just stop calling. He's not going to put you on."
Yeah, they were saying that.
Screener.
The screener was begging
Benjamin, stop lying.
To have the people stop calling.
Stop lying, Ben. You're not going to put them on your show, Rockstar. You know it. Just a fat little man who is sitting there and lying to his listeners.
3 emails, huh?
Yeah, 3.
Oh, boy. In the history of this program, when we've said to attack a show or you go to their emails or phone lines, it's never been 3. Believe me. It goes on and on. I'm sure maybe you only got to 3 because you were so excited by the pictures they were sending you of nude men, because I'm sure our listeners sent you pictures upon pictures of nude men. So you got through 3 and just couldn't take it anymore. You had to stop at 3 and finish up.
3. I didn't take any of my personal account. 3, dude. 3 from an entire country, from the greatest radio show on the planet. That's so good.
Planet.
Not funny. 3.
Who talks like that?
This douche.
Let's talk to Stacy in North Carolina. Stacy, what's up?
Morning, boys.
Hey, sir.
Hey, buddy.
Between my brother and I, we were listening yesterday. I know we sent him at least 100 emails.
Yeah,
and that's from one.
That's one guy.
2 people, right?
And you know what? Hold on one second, buddy. Hold on. 1-800-348-1007, 216-578-1007. And here are emails. Apparently they didn't get any emails. So, and I'm not saying send anything negative. Maybe you're a fan of the show and you want to let him know you're a fan of the show. It's Max at WMMS.com and Stans at WMMS.com.
STANS. Yeah.
No,
and
MS.
another thing,
Yes,
he
NS.
goes on,
Huh?
He goes on at like 3 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
I started calling at like maybe 2:30 or so.
We know the truth. The phone screener, we have some audio we're trying to cut up and play, but the phone screener basically was like, please stop. We cannot handle this.
Yeah,
and as far as an honest radio show goes, man, he wouldn't put anyone through. You know, that's a great way to handle it.
So wait, dude,
ignore what's going on right in front of your fat boy eyes.
You were calling, dude? What was the guy doing?
I couldn't get through. Like the phone, I guess it was completely jammed or something because I called probably at least 30 times in between 3 and say 4:30 or 5, and it was a solid busy signal. So
thanks, excellent.
That's all I got, boys. Punching out.
Well, that's all our fans. They call the Maxwell show because they're fans. They like fat pigs named Benjamin who talk in a phony voice.
Yeah.
And then listen to this.
And Norton's so funny, too. He'll bag on Cleveland, but he'll come here and take all your suckers' money for going to his
bag on Cleveland.
First of all, you could have just stopped at Norton's funny. I would have appreciated that.
Hey, just isolate that clip.
Yes.
Norton's funny. Norton's funny. We'll just keep playing it and lie like he does.
Do me a favor, Bornstein. I know you're a liar and you're a radio hack, but I would bag on Cleveland in a second, but I didn't. Because I like Cleveland, and I've always said the women in Cleveland are great because they have, let's just say, private parts that I appreciate the appearance of, and they put out. So I said that I have 2 sold-out shows in your city.
Yeah.
But look at him trying to rally the troops. And you suckers, that's the best you got, boy?
Nah.
He's going to come to Cleveland, and you suckers, you're going to give him your money?
Does he think that people are going to go, hey, wait a minute, he's saying that Jimmy doesn't like us and we're giving him money? Well, I won't be going to see Jimmy. Oh.
What is it? Who are you, Norma Ray, trying to rally the troops?
Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
Great.
money for going to his comedy show.
Right.
Shows.
Does that make you feel good
Sold
knowing
out.
that the guy loves ragging on your town, but now you're going to drive downtown, go to the House of Blues, and pay money to see
Thank you.
He plugged them.
Thank you, stupid. You even know where I'm playing, don't you, Benjamin? Good boy.
When did this guy start doing radio? Last week?
Oh, he's a good boy.
This guy is as green as they come.
Is he the worst? He's going to convince people that have been fans of this show even before we were here.
Yeah.
You know, we've been huge in Cleveland for quite a while, and he's going to try to convince them that, first of all, we rag on the city, that Jimmy rags on the city of Cleveland, and that they're suckers for seeing you.
Dude, I'm actually embarrassed for you.
I know. It is embarrassing now. Why does it always reach the point where you start going like, oh, this guy doesn't really get how this works. Dude, this guy doesn't really get it.
You can hear in his voice how frustrated he is.
Just going for the local angle, like, what are you guys doing supporting out? That's what he's basically... He can't deny the fact that somebody from New York is coming to Cleveland with 2 sold. He can't deny that.
Yeah.
And that's just because the show is popular.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he has to combat it by going, you guys are suckers for giving him your money because he Shut up, Maxwell.
Well, that's what radio's attempting to do. They're trying to say that local radio is God. You know, the reality is most local radio blows. And most people don't care if an entertaining show is from another state, another city, as long as they're being entertained as they go to work. And that's what we do. That's what we're doing for Cleveland and many, many other cities across America.
And you could see Jimmy and myself.
What?
Yes, I am going with Jimmy.
I want to go so bad. I swear to God, I want to go so bad, but we're celebrating Big Ken's birthday in Philly. I'm dying to get on a plane with you guys.
And the beauty is
I'm dying.
I've convinced Anthony to pay for my ticket. Yeah. Because Anthony only flies in the front of the plane. I'm the coach kid.
You're not the coach kid.
I am going there, not coming back.
Oh.
I won't fly first to Cleveland. It's too expensive for too short a flight.
Come on.
You're really going to Cleveland?
Splurge. Easy come, easy go, nothing.
You're really going to Cleveland?
Yeah, I'm going to Cleveland.
And you guys are going to be on Nard's show tomorrow afternoon?
I think so, yeah.
Are you going to be there in time to get on the radio there?
I don't know.
You better.
I hope so.
You better.
Why should I better?
Because it'll be too much fun, man. You know how much fun you guys are going to have in Cleveland?
But now you're going to drive downtown, go to the House of Blues, and pay money to see him?
Good boy.
Have fun with all that.
They
in
will.
a town he hates.
Yeah. In the town he hates?
He hates.
Well, how does that come into play? Holy Jesus, is this guy an ass?
But it's just, if I hated Cleveland, believe me, I trashed Albany before I went up there because I don't draw well in Albany. I would tell you I hated Cleveland. Dude, I've admitted trannies. You think I'm going to lie about Cleveland?
Yeah.
I happen to like Cleveland. I've always said that.
Sold out.
Just a little... Stop! You're not meant to do this, Benjamin. You're not. You're a little fat mama's boy. That's what you're meant to do. Eat some kugel, Benjamin.
Hey. Show up, and see how much these. I'm not going to make these stupid idle threats like you do. I punch him in the face. Punch him in the face. Just show up, and see how the fans react to Jimmy on stage. And you tell me if they look like they're being bamboozled out of their money or they're having a damn good time. No, you are a tool.
This has become the hottest ticket in Cleveland. It really has.
Oh, yeah.
I think there are people going to just show up at the House of Blues even if they don't have a ticket at this point.
Oh.
And breaking news, Anthony's going up there with Jimmy.
That's right.
Good. And I messaged the fat boy Maxwell. Let's see what kind of radio you really could do. And then why don't you have a whole show taking actual phone calls? Because you know it's happening. It's right in front of you. Stop being a phony. Stop faking it. And take some phone calls. And let's see what you got. What kind of chops you got.
Take unscreened phone calls. Even screened ones, because they'll get through.
We took one of your,
take some calls.
We took one of your losers, and they weren't even brave enough to come on the air with their voice. They had to play some promo that I guess you ran on your show yesterday.
Mm-hmm. It was probably someone.
And now look, we riffed on it for 20 minutes. We riffed on it for 20 minutes. What do you got, fat boy? You're going to just ignore it's going on right in front of you.
Ignore your phone lines. Tell your screener to beg the people that are calling to stop because we can't do the show.
By the way, the attack that we did yesterday was cute, but let's go, fellas.
Step it up.
Step it up, Pests. Step it up.
Full bore. This guy is...
Step it up.
Douche number one. Douche number one.
And he started the whole
I can't wait for the day that we get the bigwigs from Clear Channel to actually call us and go, guys, please. And then we're going to have to tell the bigwigs at Clear Channel, well, tell your little fat boy Maxwell that he has to go on the air. And
come on, Bornstein. Come on.
And admit defeat. And if he doesn't, it will continue.
Come to the show.
It will continue.
He hates. Got it.
I mean, we can do the set for you real quick. Stupid, dummy, burn victim, stupid. Done? Exit stage right.
Forgot pedophilia.
Jimmy leaves to the left.
Forgot I wish I was Robert Kelly.
I could be if I looked like you.
I wish I was Robert Kelly. What does that mean?
What
does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh,
but it's another player on our show that he knows.
Right.
That's the beauty.
The show that he says he doesn't know much about.
That he doesn't know, but he knows. Robert Kelly comes on here. He knows. He just knows everything about this show. Oh, is this guy a douche?
Max, Benjamin, you're not good at this.
Yeah.
You're not a maverick.
I actually feel sorry for Rover because he's going to have to work with this douche. Oh my God. They're going to have to make believe they're friends and stuff.
Are they going to have to pass in the hall and like talk?
Rover has to hate this guy's guts.
He does. I don't know how he's going to play it. We'll see. Whatever. Sam,
in a city that he hates. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bamboozling people taking their money.
A city.
What? What?
A city that we hate so much that Anthony, who doesn't like leaving his house.
Yeah. I don't get any. I don't go anywhere.
Is now going to tomorrow with
hopping
Jimmy.
on a plane and going.
What do you got, Sam?
Just so you guys know, Maxwell also said he knows that you listen to his whole show, and that's how you get his audio, because how else would you get it? You guys.
How else would we get it? Our fans send it in. They go, you got to hear this jackass.
Sam.
Yeah?
What do we tell you to do every day?
Go through Maxwell's podcast.
Thank you.
And listen for...
As I'm wheeling and dealing with, like, real people in radio, you ass.
Well, Sam was just reporting it. You don't have to talk to Noah.
The phone's lit. Well, okay, you heard him. He said that the Pests didn't do a good job. He only got 3 emails, and one person showed up where he broadcasts. More just lies from just another loser in radio.
He knows he is.
Just a loser that wishes he had the career we have.
Dude, once you start attacking, like, the content of comedy, which is what he does, like, because he's an unfunny guy, that's not funny. And then he starts, I don't like your hometown. Like, what? Jesus, dude, that's your idea of a funny comeback? Why are you going to give him your money at the House of Blues? He don't like Clevelanders.
Yeah. Hello.
He ain't a Browns fan.
Hi, House of Blues. I want a refund. Bornstein told me Jimmy doesn't like me. I want a refund for my ticket. I'm not going to be taken. He doesn't like Cleveland. That's what Bornstein said.
Take your New York money and go back to New York,
right,
bub.
Yeah.
Ew. That's like your aunt insulting somebody for you. He doesn't like your town. Why would you go and watch him?
Yeah. Oh, what a loser.
Benjamin, you're like my fat aunt.
Loser.
Stop trying to be edgy and funny and be what you are, which is just a local hack with a local hack voice.
And so no one is confused. We're doing this because this is just extremely fun for us.
Oh, it's a blast.
That's why we're bothering you. We're not scared of you.
I don't like being insulted. And when somebody trashes me, I will never get tired of trashing him.
Yeah.
Never.
And this is how much we hate Cleveland. We brought our Traveling Virus comedy show there. When we announced that we were going back on the radio, XM satellite radio at the time, we had to choose what cities we wanted to go to promote the whole thing. Mm-hmm. And we knew we were huge in Cleveland. We had a great relationship with Cleveland. So guess what? Cleveland was one of the stops. And we only, I think, did 6 cities out of about 30 that we were on at the time. And Cleveland was one of the ones we chose. We get Cleveland, trust me.
And maybe, look, I don't want to say anything bad about the rest of that radio station. Maybe some of the fans that we have are friends with people that work in that station. Maybe you know some of the salespeople there.
Yeah.
Or the general manager or the program director. Maybe you want to call them and be a gentleman, of course.
Yeah.
But maybe you know people that work in that station and you want to straighten this whole mess out so you don't just have to deal with him.
Yeah. Have fun, fat boy. Have fun.
Yep. Enjoy.
Have fun. Let's see what you could take. Because yesterday was cute, but now watch what happens. And it's the type of thing these guys don't let up on whatsoever.
And everyone that we've ever done this to, everyone has gone behind the scenes to some management boss, anything, to make phone calls, to threaten with lawyers. They've always done this.
Right.
This has never worked in the favor of the person that we send these morons that listen to this show after. They're relentless.
And I know, you called it an army because it's cute to call it an army.
Yeah,
hack shows have armies.
Right.
Well, we have a concept that no one else has. It's called Pests. They're insane. We hate them.
They just won't let up.
No. We absolutely hate what they're capable of doing. Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Enjoy.
I just think
this now concludes the abuse that is Fat Boy Maxwell.
And if Pests have any audio, by the
Bornstein.
way, of Benjamin Bornstein's people that you're talking to, if you have audio of that, please send it in.
Yeah.
I do think it'd be very funny to listen
to. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Until he starts crying to his boss and makes them make us stop playing the audio. You could play any audio you want of us on your show. Go ahead. Do it. But guaranteed, you will cry to your boss. We know how this plays out. It's textbook. You'll start crying to your boss. He'll cry to the lawyers. They'll cry to our lawyers. It'll all go behind the scenes and make them stop. We can't do a show. The phone calls are. It's not funny. It's not funny. Oh, God.
We have a way of disrupting business. It's terrific.
You're a douche.
It's terrific. It's absolutely
I love it.
Terrific.
I love it. Look, the emails are out there. I'm looking at Pal Talk right now. All I'm seeing is the emails scrolling by, people taking note.
But I'll bet you that there's other email addresses they have. These are their...
Oh, yeah, they'll find them, Jimmy.
Yeah,
they will.
Keep
it at that.
Dude,
keep it at that.
I
want to make an announcement because, like, their bosses will talk to Anthony and I. We can't control the pests.
Nope.
We set this in motion years ago. We cannot control them. They don't listen to us. If we say stop, they don't even listen at that point.
You don't think they're going to find an email address? I just saw his home address scroll by on Pal Talk. I swear to you, his home address in a matter of minutes just scrolled by on my computer. It's amazing what these people know, the information they can get.
This is how this is why I don't bother with these creepy pests. One of them one time was like, dude, I just want you to know this info's out there, and he gave me my mortgage information.
I know, it's horrible.
I'm like, but he wasn't being a dick. He was just like, just so you know.
One guy sent me a big Google map with a pin and flag on my house. Like, oh, okay. All right, he knows where I live.
I feel bad for Rover. You have to deal with that hacky crap. All right, hey, good morning, Cleveland. Jimmy and Anthony going to your town tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Opie and Anthony.